Hello and thank you for watching. This is my magic table. It is a practical table that you can build practically for a little cost. So I looked on YouTube and I saw that there are not too many do-it-yourself magic tables, or at least ones that are very realistic in a way that everybody can build. So basically, it is basically a movable table that has a servante, a pouch, and it has a shelf. You can store your stuff in here when you do your magic. This will come very handy. Before we show you how to build this thing, I want to mention why you might want to consider not building this thing. So if you don't have any of the material, maybe it's cheaper to buy a magic table, for example. Or if stage children is not your thing, if your parlor, something that you want a suitcase that has a tripod, maybe that will be a better option for you. Or if you want to do the collapsible table type, where it's smaller in size, which I'll talk about the pros and cons of this thing in a moment. But let's show you how I built this thing. So it has a top that is velcroed to the body, and the shelf as well has velcro. And speaking of velcro, I have a lifetime supply of velcro, and that's why I'm using velcro even to secure the table itself when I collapse it. There's no need to tie it, I just use a thick velcro to secure the thing. So that's why I'm having velcro, you know, this is really cheap for me. So how I built this thing, this is really basically a canvas. This personally I built myself because I do my own oil painting. As you can see, the Picasso in reverse. So I do build my own canvases. I do have a roll of canvas. Now canvas, it is an expensive material because it is primed and there's a gesso on it. If you want to go ahead and buy a new canvas to use it for the table, you can. This is basically the 40-inch by 30-inch maybe, or maybe a little bit taller, depending on your height. And the two small pieces that you can put next to each other and you still have space in between. And that's really the setup. You need 3 canvases. You need a piece of plywood for the top and for the shelf. And the cool thing about this is that everything fits within the table itself. So everything fits in there. All of the small pieces here, it fits in here because the canvas itself is just a fabric, and there is like a 2-inch space between the wood and the canvas itself, so you are able to store a little bit, a few things. Something about this poster over here. So this poster I had because I paid someone to make me the end poster from silk, and I was expecting to have a silk, like a magician silk. What turns out to be that there is a material that they print on, is called silk posters. So this basically, you can't do like silk magic with it, but there is a poster, so I did add it in here. It was wrinkled, so it did not go smooth on there. But the good thing about it that it is unique. I don't think I made this in Photoshop and I sent it to the guy to print. Oh, like this. It does say the end. I don't know, maybe you want to cover it and by the end of the show you unreveal it to show the end of the show. So that's the good thing about it. No, the cons, the bad things about it, that this poster itself is not waterproof, so if it was raining you will have a cool artifact. The other bad thing is when you travel with this, it's not easy to travel with, especially if you have an airplane. So if you can put this in your car to travel to your birthday party, that's cool. But traveling in an airplane, maybe you want to do a collapsible version where it collapses, or at least when you build one yourself, it's a cool idea to be able to hold it like this comfortably, right? So you'll make it shorter, maybe this long for yourself. The other thing is that everything I have here is stuff I had at home. I do work with wood. I have unlimited supply of canvas. Canvas itself is not very strong material. It's basically like paper. So this is horrible. So if I drop this on anything, it will poke a hole in it. the top over here is velveteen fabric or velvet. So if you go to the fabric shop, you get with all of the coupons and all of everything. You get yourself, by yard, maybe with all of the coupons, it's $15. You can look in Craigslist and see if you can find other material. So I've bought 2 yards for $15, but the guy who sold this, he said that this is silk velvet. It feels different, it's a different color, it's unique. So it was the same price, for cheaper for the double of the price, so I got it anyways. Over here, this is my solution to fit this inside the table itself when I collapse it. So this was my solution. So it's a piece of plastic that has a pouch in there. You can remove it like that. And as I mentioned, I do have a lifetime supply of Velcro, so I was very generous putting Velcro everywhere. So it's basically 2 pieces of wood that has holes in them, or there is some kind of loop that I insert my pouch in there. So this was my solution. This will fit all inside. And so I thought I'd show you a close-up if you decide to build one. As you can see, the canvas itself, when I put it, I do stretch it. You do need a stretcher if you want to build your own canvases. And also you want to use a stable, either with if you use a canvas material, or you just use any fabric. You do need a sharp shooter. This is something you definitely need if you staple anything to wood, basically. So you do have hinges here. It's better to use piano hinges, but because I have a lot of supplies of hinges, why not use them? I also have Velcro, so I put Velcro to kind of mount everything and hold everything together. You staple them and glue them at the same time. What else? On top also, you can see the Velcro with staples all around it. So looking at other do-it-yourself, I think this is the most practical one that you can actually build. The canvas itself, if you are an artist, you can paint it, or you can do your own message on there, or your own logo. So this I built myself, and it served me well. And if you would like, I would show you how to build another one. But since I have this, I really don't feel like building another one. But if you ask me to, I will go ahead and build one that collapses in the middle, similar to the ones you see, the collapsible tables. But this is my, table for the shows that I use. I hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.